Baddies, we're back. We're back, and my husband did my hair today. He's been doing my hair the last 4 months. In incredible bleach and tone, and he cut my hair because it's growing out. Do we remember on this page when I melted off my hair? Well, the pieces that melted off have now grown out to an appropriate length, so I had him chop to match it because it looked like I had really bad layers, which I did not. I melted off my hair. Anyways, all this to say, I took a couple weeks off from here. I'm so sorry, because I was doing big girl things for my dreams and career, which I would love to one day show you the footage, because I was recording. I don't know if I'm ready to talk about this. It literally just happened today. I have this whole big project I'm working on of recording behind the scenes of this, like, chasing my dreams journey I'm on. I have this vision of, like, when I reach a certain goal, I'll release these videos to show people, like, the process. The last, like, week or so had some of the most important in the moment footage. You know what I'm going to say. I accidentally deleted all of it. Oh, it hurts. I accidentally wiped my SD card before I could transfer the videos to my computer. Granted, it's my fault. I had plenty of time to transfer, and I kept telling myself, transfer those videos. I'm on my laptop every day, and I kept saying, transfer those videos, and I just didn't. And then I went to record something for work this morning. As I'm hitting record, my camera starts to, like, load. And in my mind, I'm like, that's the loading screen for when I'm wiping my SD card. But I'm like, there was something in my brain that just didn't let me register it. It was too late. I couldn't stop it. I go to then finally sit down and move over the files. Gone. I just had to speak it out loud. I was unwell. But here we are. We're back. We're not talking about that today, but we are talking about something I've been thinking about these last few weeks and really contemplating heavy. Because, again, I contemplate everything heavy. But first of all, I did miss you. But we're back, okay? We're back. And I've got deep thoughts, as I always do. We all know that I'm just, like, chasing my dreams, and I'm a big believer in chasing dreams. And something I'm thinking very heavy on, it's actually funny what brought me here. Because I had another video go viral on TikTok, and it had to do with my husband. And I've had probably 10 to 15 videos hit well over millions of views on TikTok specifically. And majority, not all of them, but majority of those videos have to do with my husband. And I always joke, I'm like, you're the reason that I'm gaining any success with my job. He helps me out so much with my job. And I'm just like, honestly, you're the reason I have so much success. And as I'm pursuing my dreams, he's so supportive and pushes me. And I just keep always saying, you're the reason I'm so successful. And that is the truth for a number of reasons. At the end of the day, I'm still doing the work. I'm still chasing my dreams. I'm still whatever. But if I was married to anybody else, I would not have half the success and the things that I've been desiring if I was with anybody that was ever so slightly different. I think back to, horrifyingly, my dating life. And I'm just like, none of these losers hold so much as a candle, a match to my husband. I don't know if that's the expression, but, like, they don't, and, like, oh, of course you're saying that because you're married to him. But I just think about who my husband is and who my husband is to me. This isn't to brag about him. This is to paint a bigger picture, which is who you connect yourself to, especially in marriage, will determine the rest of your life and success you may find. I'm trying to see if my husband's on his way home with my In-N-Out yet. Oh, he just got there. Oh, he's getting me In-N-Out. What a man. Does my hair and then goes and gets me In-N-Out. Besides the point. This is not to brag about my husband. Because even, like, I'm thinking so much about my friendships in my life, current, past, who I'm surrounding myself with, who I used to surround myself with. And the biggest difference in my life, and the reason I'm finding so much success, I genuinely credit that to my husband, which I have to take credit for because I married him. But even so much so as the friends I have, or just like the people I have in my corner, who you connect yourself to will determine everything. At the end of the day, you are responsible for you. At the end of the day, when it comes to chasing your dreams, the only person that can get in the way is you. People in your circle and in your life can make it harder. If you have negative people that are just not believing in your dream, that don't believe in what you're doing, that constantly tell you you're not going to make it, be more realistic, whatever. If you marry a piece of shit, if you are in a committed, dedicated relationship to somebody who does not support you, who maybe tries to control you, or who wants you to be some version of yourself that you're not, at the end of the day, you are responsible for you. You are the one giving those people power, but who they are plays a part in it. They can make it harder, and we're not superhero perfect people. Like, yeah, you can have a dream and want to chase it, and just as much as you are responsible for ignoring all the negative voices and going for it, it does not make it easy if all you're surrounded with is negative voices. So who you surround yourself with is so important. If you are not married right now, but you're in a dedicated relationship and you want to be married, really, really, really take into account who you are, who you were, and who you want to become. And does this person seem like somebody that will usher out all the best parts of these three parts of you, past, present, future, or no? Is the person you're with only wanting the current version of you? With no room for you to evolve? Is the person you're with wanting you to change, transform into their ideal? We get into relationships and we get so jaded by love, their personality, kind of surface things that might not be bad. I'm not saying you're in a bad relationship. If you are chasing your dreams, and here's the thing, chasing dreams is subjective. Your version of success and achieving your dreams is different than mine. And levels look different, things look different. But if you're wanting to open your own storefront boutique, are you with somebody that encourages that, supports it? They don't have to like throw money at you, but are you with somebody that's like catering their life to make space for you, your dream, and the version of you that you will become when you're running this business? Or are you with somebody that wants you to strictly only be a stay-at-home mom? And it's fine if there's a part of you that wants to be a stay-at-home mom, but don't forget there are other parts of you. You might only want to be a stay-at-home mom until the kids are school age. Then who will you be once they're back in school? Are you with somebody that will allow you to evolve and to change? Because if you aren't, you won't or will have a harder time reaching the success and the dreams that you have. It's the same thing with friends in your circle or the people you're telling your plans to. Are you surrounding yourself with friends that are going to be at your grand opening for your store and be genuinely happy about it? Or are you surrounding yourself with friends that are going to only ask for friends and family discounts once the store's already open? You have to evaluate who's in your life. I feel like I'm preaching, and I don't really like that. So I'm going to tone it down. I feel like it's like the cadence of my voice that's a little preachy almost. This isn't a sermon. This is just something I've been thinking about and contemplating because, again, majority of my success is because of the person I married, not because he's unlocked any doors for me. He has not given me the opportunities. I'll say it. He's not ashamed of it. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm currently the breadwinner. But if it weren't for his love, his belief in me, his support, him reminding me who I am when I forget, him pushing me when I just want to give up. There was a time I had like a vision board and I like this huge meltdown. I was like, I'm going to give everything up. And I took my vision board and I hid it in our closet because I didn't even want to see it. And he came home and we were talking about it. And I told him, I said, yeah, I hid the vision board. I can't see it. And he made me go get it. He said, you're not giving up. Like, you need the person. And this isn't even romantically relationship, because you can have a very happy, successful life without being in a committed, full-time romantic relationship. I just give the example of husband because that's what is relevant to my life. But you can have a best friend in your life that makes sure you get the vision board out of the closet and put it back up in front of you on the days that you want to give up. Who you surround yourself with is just so important. I don't believe in giving people too much power. A lot of people say, like, don't tell everybody your plans, keep it quiet, because there's like bad, negative, lurking energy of people who want you to fail. And that's true. I'm at a phase in my life where I kind of speak out loud. They don't have power. I don't go sharing all my plans, all my millions of plans, because I also don't know how things are going to pan out. And I love a good announcement. I love to do a big announcement on Instagram and get a lot of likes. But if I'm like leading up to it and people are expecting it, I love an unexpected positive announcement that benefits my life. I had a thought and it went away. You can see my kitties. What are they doing? Charles, what are you doing? They're all chasing each other. All this to say, I don't share a ton of like my plans, my dreams, my desires, but I'm less afraid of sharing because I've just been speaking out loud. Nobody has the power to take away what's meant for me. I got to that point because I thought of past people I've had in my life. Friends, coworkers, romantic relationships, family relationships, but not like blood family. People I've had just in my deep inner circle. I've thought about the past people that no longer are in my life and the things I missed out on, because we'll give a small example. In high school, I really wanted to be a cheerleader. All I wanted in high school was to be a cheerleader. I didn't do cheer tryouts my freshman year of high school because I found out that the cheer coach was only accepting people that looked a certain way, and that was true, and then she got fired, and then everybody got put on the cheer team, and I missed my chance then. Sophomore year, my parents pulled me out of school to homeschool me. That's another story. Junior year, I just was getting back into I went back to my high school, and so I was getting back into it. Senior year is my chance. I'm a senior in high school. I went to a small private school. If you're a senior, you're automatically on varsity, even if you suck. I'm going to be a varsity cheerleader. It's my senior year. And a group of girls like in my grade were doing I wasn't a cheerleader all year, but I'm going to do it. And like we needed cheerleaders. I didn't, because my boyfriend at the time went to a different school, and he was a marching band, and I knew I would have to miss his performances if I was a cheerleader, because my school football games I would have to show up to, and they were always the same times as his school football games, because we were in the same town. We were different divisions, but I would have had to miss out on his stuff. And he said, I think I told him I want to be a cheerleader, and his response to me was, you're going to miss my stuff. I was young. He did not force me, but I let him have enough power over me that made my decision for me. That's who I was surrounding myself with, was somebody whose first response to hearing a dream I had was, what about me though? Instead of, that's awesome, it's your senior year, go be a cheerleader. I'm doing my thing, you'll do yours. When we can see each other's stuff, we will. That was not who I was surrounding myself with. I don't fault him for the fact that I never became a cheerleader, because at the end of the day, it was my decision to not do it. But my decision was heavily influenced by who I was surrounding myself with at the time, which was somebody who did not want me to do things that took away from them, what they were doing. And that's what I mean, is that somebody doesn't have to be inherently like terrible in your life. If somebody's terrible in your life, don't have them in your life. Like, I don't have to do a whole think piece video about telling you to not have terrible people in your life. That should just be known. But when somebody is good enough, but they're still not giving you space, encouragement, and making you feel like you can fearlessly chase your dreams, I'm gonna let you figure that one out. Another important thing I'll say is pay attention in this is friends, this is relationships, this is just relationships in general. Family, friends, coworker, anybody that you keep in your circle. Pay attention to how they speak about other people doing the same things as you / the things you want to do. Example, social media, posting on social media. Do you have friends that are going to be talking shit? Because listen, the girls, we gossip. The girls, we talk shit. I'm not going to be on some high pedestal and say, I don't gossip. We're girls. We share news and updates. I think there's like a level of gossiping that's like toxic and too much, and like, go live your life, do something, be happy with your... I'm not talking about that. The girls talk shit. It's a thing, okay? We share information. When your girly pops are talking shit about somebody, are they saying, what, is she trying to be an influencer? Knowing that you too are posting a lot? If they'll say that about her doing the same thing that you're doing or you want to do, what are they going to say about you? The moment you start to move towards your dream, pay attention to who you have in your inner circle and how they're responding. When you say, I want to chase this wild dream, what is their response? Oh my gosh, yeah, do it. You'd be great at it. Or, well, maybe be a little bit more realistic. Maybe start here, here, or here. Though, that's not bad to give logistic, logical steps. There's a difference of chase your dreams, like, oh my gosh, you'll be great at that. Maybe you should start here, here, and here. Or, well, why don't you do this first? You can tell the difference of, I support you, I believe in you, to, I don't believe in you and I'm trying to be nice about it. I'm telling you, actually take several steps back. Start, know your place type of thing. If you're posting on social media, are they liking? Are they commenting? And this is if they're actively like engaged on social media. This is also for people, if your dream is to be in upper management in a corporate position, your inner circle that you're telling, I want this promotion, what is their response? How do they act towards you, speak towards you before it benefits them? That's another important thing. The more you chase your dreams, whatever it is, social media, being an author, being big name in corporate, being a stay-at-home mom, finding the love of your life, building a beautiful family, and being a stay-at-home mom, when you start speaking and moving towards those things, pay attention to the way those in your inner circle speak, treat, and act you before it can benefit them. Because once you're in that upper corporate management position, all of a sudden, they want to go on the work trip with you to Cabo that you get to go to every year now. All of a sudden, hey, is your company hiring that you work at? All of a sudden, if you're posting on social media, it always looks so dumb until you're getting PR and they want some. The most gut-wrenching, weird lesson that I've learned is sometimes The people who hate you the most try the hardest to be as close to you as possible. I don't understand it. When I don't like somebody, I actually try to just not be around them. There are some people, they hate you so much, they have to be as close to you as possible, and it's the weirdest thing. I don't understand. I cannot wrap my mind around it. And if you're one of those people, why? Why do you do that? I'm not saying cut off everybody in your life. I'm also not saying cut off people that aren't entirely supportive. But what I'm just trying to explain that I've learned and noticed. The people you keep closest to you while you're chasing your dream will determine how far you go, how fast you go, and how the journey is. So just think about that. Just think about who you are deciding to be in committed relationships, not even romantically, just committed relation. You're my best friend. I'm taking you along for the journey. I'm going to marry you. I'm going to be in a long-term relationship with you. Think about who you're having in your life while you're chasing your dreams. That's my think piece for this week. My husband's almost here with the In-N-Out and I'm starving. I will be back next week with more thoughts because I'm always thinking and wanting to talk about what I'm thinking. Actually, let me know your guys' thoughts on this. Are you realizing you shouldn't have some people in your life? Or are you very happy with who you have in your life? Let me know in the comments because I am talking to a camera, but I would love to have a little chit chat in the comments. And I'm getting better at responding to comments. I'm a horrible person to text because I see the text and then I respond in my head. And then but I'm getting better at it. It's the same way with comments. I read the comment and I'm like, okay, when I can stop and sit down and respond to this, I will. And then I go to upload a video and I'm like, oh, 3 weeks ago, I was going to respond to this one comment. So I'm getting better at it. But please leave a comment. Do you feel like you have a good group of people in your life or are you now reevaluating it?
Hi, everybody.
Make sure you like this video, share it with your friends if they're supportive of you. Subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, love you, bye.